Hey everyone, peace, love, and light. Linzy Miggantz here. I just wanted to say hello and let you all know that I'm doing great. I've had some ups and downs, but I am on the up right now. I have been having one solid bowel movement a day, which is pretty big for me, as I've been used to really having only liquid stools for like the last 8 years. So having one solid bowel movement a day is nice. I am still having up to 8 to 10 bowel movements, but at least one of them is solid now. So that's an improvement. Number two, no pun intended, but actually, yeah, pun intended. Number two, I am actually able to eat a little more. Like before the cannabis oil, I was really not able to ever eat anything other than like completely like strictly gluten, wheat, dairy, soy, yeast, and corn free. Is very adamant that I, be very strict with my eating. That right there was part of my esophagitis, which is when I feel like I have air or something trapped right here in my throat. It's constricting, like it's closing in on me. It's awful. Esophagitis sucks. The cannabis oil is helping that too, because I used to wake up and not really be able to breathe or like get air. I felt like there was air trapped in my sternum and in my throat, but it also felt like I couldn't get rid of, it's like I couldn't breathe, but I also couldn't get rid of the overabundance of air. And so the cannabis oil has helped that out a lot too. Like I don't wake up in as much of that pain. So that's also another improvement. It's like weird with the oil. I've noticed so many improvements on so many conditions that I didn't even realize were that bad until the cannabis oil improved them. Like for instance, I always thought I had really, really wonderful skin, but I mean the cannabis oil has improved it even more so, enough to where like literally, I remember the first video I made, I talked about a wrinkle that the cannabis oil was actually getting rid of, and that was just, I was taking it orally. Since taking the oil and making it on my own since May 23rd or May 28th, 2012, through the vaporizer, the way Shona Banda does, I've been able to really experiment, and I've been able to put it on my face topically, and it's actually helped. It got rid of this one wrinkle on my forehead, like completely, pretty much. I haven't tried to get rid of this mole on my cheek, but I might think about doing that. But it makes me unique, so I don't know. I probably won't try to get rid of that. But I put it on any pimples that I get. I put it on my eczema that I get on the sides of my face, and it really has helped it tremendously. So the cannabis oil is even helping me with, skin problems that I didn't even think were that bad. Let's see, what else? I never really had allergies that I knew of until I moved out here to Arizona. And so, like, I've been having a lot of sinus issues, and so does my boyfriend and my cat. So I've been putting cannabis oil up my nose. Like, I'll actually take one of my capsules that I make, and I will open it up, and I'll take that out, and I look kind of funny, but I'll put it on my finger, and then I'll just start, it looks like I'm picking my nose, but I'll put that up my nose, and it helps to open up my sinuses, like, immediately. That was a crappy snap. Immediately. It helps. It helps when I also rub it in on my tummy topically. The cannabis oil is just wonderful. I would never go back to a life without it. Like I said, I'm having at least one solid bowel movement a day out of my 8 to 10 bowel movements. I'm sleeping half an hour to an hour more each day. I'm actually sleeping more throughout the night as opposed to getting up 20 billion times throughout the night. And, well, I'm able to travel. I've been able to travel to Colorado and New Mexico and Pittsburgh and California. And be it that it's difficult, and yes, we have to make a bunch of stops, I can actually travel. And I wasn't comfortable doing that before the oil. I wasn't comfortable taking the risk of needing to run to the bathroom and not being able to if we're on the road. And I never wanted to fly. I canceled a flight last March to Pittsburgh, my hometown, because I didn't want to risk having to go to the airport, be in security, get out of the line of security to go use the bathroom just to get back in line again, which is always a hassle. It's just, when you have chronic pain and you have to deal with bowel problems, you just kind of throw in the towel and you just don't bother doing much of anything, and you just stay home and you don't go out. And hence the reason why I'll be living here in Arizona. This will be 2 years, April 21st, and I have still yet to experience even a smidge of what goes on out here. I do a good bit, but not as much as people think. My stomach condition still limits me, but I manage. And my whole point is that the cannabis oil helps me manage my disease, and it's gotten me to be able to function again within my own life. I may not be able to get out to get a normal job ever again, but that's okay, because at least I don't have to spend every waking moment in the bathroom. And at least if I am having a lot of problems with going to the bathroom, at least I'm not in such an immense amount of pain that I want to kill myself. So, cannabis has also helped me with my depression and my suicidal tendencies. I used to cut, and I've tried to kill myself a number of times since I was 13 years old, and no pharmaceutical medication did anything for me except make these issues worse. Cannabis oil is the only thing that has literally lifted the clouds of depression from my life. I no longer want to kill myself, and when I feel like that, I no longer want to try to kill myself. So, cannabis oil has helped my Crohn's disease. It's helped me be able to eat foods I wouldn't normally be able to eat. Like, I could eat gluten here and there and not be doubled over. I've been able to do a year ago. So it's helped me with food allergies. It helps me with sleeping. It helps me with my sinuses. God, the list is endless. My combating wrinkles. It helps me with pretty much anything you could think of. Pimples, topically for my stomach. I would never go back to a life without cannabis oil. And I am so thankful and so grateful to Shona Banda for being my sister pretty much, and just taking me under her wing and helping me to realize that, we have the power in ourselves to make ourselves better. We don't have to rely on other people. We have the power in our own hands. We can make our own oil. We can make our own cure. People, if you don't know who Shona Banda is, or Rick Simpson, or Cassie Hyde, or Michaela, you need to get out from underneath your shell and get out there and Google. Google Rick Simpson, Google Brave Michaela, Google Shona Banda, Google Cassie Hyde. Google Cheryl Schumann. You are missing out on a wealth of information that could help you and other people in your life that you love. So, don't race for the cure. Run from the cure. Google Phoenix Tears oil and type in www.phoenixtears.ca. Learn the truth. Peace, guys.